Alright, what up everyone? So this video is for Mr. Tucker on how I have my sound mixer hooked up to my laptop with my microphone. So, obviously you have your computer. Take your microphone. Obviously that's hooked up to this XLR channel 1. So that controls your highs, mids, lows, effects volume, main volume. So I have control over the volume of my microphone. Now, on channel 2, so I can control the highs, mids, lows. This one right here, which is a 1/4 inch to headphone jack. My computer has the multi-port, so it's a headphone jack and whatever. Headphone jack and microphone jack in one. Obviously on the back of a desktop you'd have separate ports for whatever, or an external sound card, or a different sound card in your actual computer itself. So this is your headphone jack, which is plugged into channel 2. So that way I can control all the sound coming in to the board, including my microphone. So this gives me control over volume of the computer going out to the stream and what people hear, including the highs, mids, and lows. Effects, if I wanted to add effects, but I never do because it's pointless with the actual computer sound itself. Channel 1, and these are your gains. These are your main gains. Obviously on channel 2 on the actual computer itself. Sorry about the dust, believe it or not, I actually do dust this off every other day. Welcome to New Mexico. So, my main mic mixer, actually that's up, I usually have that up about halfway. This is the main gain. This is your main volume for that. These are all just adjustment volumes. This is your highs. This is your mid-range, which is highs are your treble. Mid-range is a mid-range between treble and bass. And lows, obviously that controls your bass. And this is the main microphone volume. Now coming in from the headphone jack to the computer, I have that up just barely. Each computer is going to be different. You want to have your stream open on your phone, so that way then you can test your own volumes with music, everything. And the bigger the board, the more channels you have, the more things you can do. So obviously I have treble all the way up, mid halfway, bass, actually that can go to about half. And I don't have that up very high. Now, my headphones, you can see here, there is a channel that says phones on it. That is your headphone volume. So that is like a control room volume, so you can hear yourself, or in a recording studio, this is what the artist would hear. This is how the artist will hear everything that's coming in from the computer, including the microphone. Now, this is your left and right channel out. And this is 1/4 inch. And this is from, so unplug this just to show you. This says main out. So that's going to be your left, right? And these are just mono, single channel to stereo. So black is your left channel, right is your white channel, or right channel. And in that, you come back over to the computer, and that's going to plug into your microphone input. So that is taking everything from the microphone, from the computer that's being processed through the mixer, and going back into the microphone input on your laptop or computer. Now, to be able to hear myself and to hear everything, you have these buttons with certain things. See, now you have two different outs. You have RCAs, which this is your control room, which is control room. Actually, you have 4 different outs, technically. You have control room, RCAs, and your main outs. Always go through the main outs. Control room, you can bring it out through other things too, or if that's what you have, you can make that work too. All these cords can be picked up off of eBay or Amazon, or from your local music store. But, so, you have your main outs. Now, to mix. This makes it so I can hear channel 1 and 2 through the main mix. And you have your main volume adjuster. This is the main for the entire board. This is your main volume. So this right here controls all the volumes. These are for each individual channel right here. And this is your main volume, what it's going to output. You always want to set it up like you always set your main volume first, have all these volumes set to 0, and adjust from there. From the main volume up to the max that you want it, which is usually, I try to keep it in between these 2 lines. And then you adjust from, your main volumes right here. Well, first you adjust your gains. Turn these down all the way. Turn your gains up to about halfway, and then adjust from there. And then slowly bring them up. Like I said, I have the volume on my microphone set a little different than the volume on the computer, because I want people to hear me more than I want them to hear the sound effects on the computer. Now, this right here is phones to control room. This is the volume for my headphones. Damn dog fur. This is how I hear everything that's coming through, including my microphone and what's being played on my computer. It's super simple. Now that that's all done with, here's the non-technical version. Take the headphone jack, the headphones from your laptop or desktop, plug it into channel 2. Your microphone, plug it into channel 1. Your outs go into the microphone on your computer, which is this right here. Adjust your volumes accordingly. Make sure that you can either unplug the board or turn it off at night. This does not have its own power switch, so I unplug it when I am done using my computer, because I don't like to leave my equipment running 24/7. So, that is the easiest way to hook up a streaming or studio setup to a laptop. Now, a lot of people might ask, why don't I have a studio mic? I have a vocal mic, which this is a Shure. Where is it? This is a, come on, focus. It is a, oh, I know why it's not focusing, because I got all these lights on. There we go. It is a, still not going to focus, turd. Well, it's a Shure SHURE, and that is an SM48 microphone. Now, to tell you the difference between them, as soon as I get that back in there, and then I just have a tripod stand coming up and over. Now, with a studio mic, that is picking up everything around. It's a condenser mic. It picks up everything, all the noises. It would pick up my dog breathing right there. It would pick up all the outside noises. A vocal mic is, we'll take a, hold on. I'm going to put you guys down for a second while I show you. You take off the top and see, this is where the microphone is. It is a directional microphone, meaning that whatever is in front of it is what's getting picked up. Meaning the best sound is when I'm talking right in front of it. It gets quieter when I move to the side of it. So if I want to be like, hey, seriously, dude, shut the fuck up. It's not going to be different where a studio microphone is going to pick up all that noise. Yes, studio microphones are cooler. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'd love to have a studio mic, but then you got to do the soundproofing. You know, the soundproofing baffles and everything like that. And you got to make sure that you're in a semi-quiet. You don't have to have a perfectly quiet studio, but you want to have it quiet enough. So now that I've been blabbing on for 10 minutes, Jesus, I'm going to go live. So, but that is how I have my soundboard and microphone hooked up to my laptop. And it is the same with a desktop. Each settings are going to be different for each person. So you got to tweak with the settings. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at christophersvanlife@gmail.com. And I will see you guys later.